The Elder Scrolls Online has some new best friends that you can go adventuring with. Yes, that's right. The Blackwood chapter introduces companions. Hello, it's Icy, and I am here indeed with the very, very fantastic Miri Elendis, who is one of the new companions who will join you in your adventures in the Elder Scrolls Online. You do need to have the Blackwood chapter in order to unlock the companions. This isn't part of the base game upgrades for update 30. You do actually have to have the full chapter in order to quest and adventure with Miri. I think so let's find out. So Miri can be acquired up here in the Doom Vault, and Bastion, who is the other companion, can be acquired down here in Deepscorn Hullo. Miri is a Nightblade. Well, I guess kind of a dark elf cut down Nightblade. They have slightly different skill sets. And Bastion is a Nord Dragon Knight. So the companions have a slightly different, they are still flavored along a class line, but their actual skills are a variation on the actual Nightblade or DK skills. There are only 2 companions at the companion launch, just these 2, though there are expected to be other companions later. So now I have unlocked via the magic of the public test server, I have unlocked both companions. So Bastion was picked up in the normal way of actually questing, and Miri I picked up using a template character, which is why, even though I can talk to Miri right here, and she has a quest marker over her head, she's also right here and already a companion. So let's talk about the companions themselves. So Miri I've been questing and adventuring and killing mobs with Miri for a couple of hours now, and so she has actually leveled up. So let's talk to her and see how she's going. So you can see that her combat level is now up to 6, and she starts out at combat level 1. It does take a while. You do need to actually go adventuring and questing with her in order to level that up. She's currently equipped with a costume, which is one of the default, one of the adventurer costumes that are unlocked on this character. She can also wear a customized outfit as well. Equipment wise, I've gone off and bought her from a general merchant. So for example, one of the merchants in town, so the from the woodworker, I bought her a replacement healing staff because I wanted her to have a healing staff rather than a bow. So you can see that I have the companion's restoration staff equipped. So the gear that she starts out with is white level quality, and you can find in the world green, blue, purple level quality gear as well. All of the gear is very basic and standard, and it's bound once you equip it to the character, but until that time it's actually tradable or sellable. So while adventuring, I did actually pick up some boots. So you can see I've actually equipped the companion's boots, so they're medium armor, where she was wearing the companion shoes before. Big jump in armor difference there, 600 to 1700. I don't know about the difference there with medium armor as well, but she's now wearing, because I haven't found any other gear apart from these one pair of boots. Now, in order to get Miri's level up, I've been farming public dungeons and have killed, I don't know, 20 bosses, something like that. At least 15 to 20 named bosses, and this is the first actual companion gear that's dropped. So the drop rate is quite low. So you just need to drag and drop the gear on here. She does wear a hat, but the hat is always hidden, so you will always see your companion's face. So eventually I am hoping to find some jewelry to give her as well, but not at the current time. So as you can see right now at level 6, she only has 3 skills equipped. So for each, as her levels go up, she can equip more skills. But yeah, right now, if you try to put a different skill in here, it will eventually just disappear when you relog. And it will say a little message up the top saying slot not available. So she does need to be eventually she'll be able to equip basically an ultimate as well, which is mapped by default to the Y key on the keyboard, so you can actually specifically cast that ultimate. So, skills. She has, as I said, a range of modified Nightblade skills. Her level of skills do go up as she uses those, so like a normal player character, the more she uses those skills, the higher they will level. So, and each of them unlocks at different levels. So, for example, the next healing type Nightblade skill actually unlocks at Soul Thief rank level 8. So she will actually need to use her life absorption skill quite a lot in order to unlock it. It's nominally related to, you can see that's actually all going up at about the same rate. So it is actually mostly related to the combat level. So in order to unlock the weapon skills, you just need to give your companion one of those weapons, get them to use it, and they will unlock that skill line. So for example, Mary has the bow skill line unlocked by default, and I've unlocked both the restoration and destruction staff skill lines as well. It's actually combat rank 10, restoration staff rank 10 before the next healing skill unlocks, so it's actually it's fairly high that you actually need to get those. Armor skill is unlocked by just wearing armor, but as you can see, the actual armor skill, like active skill, is unlocked at a very high rate. So we've got passives as well. So they're all of the passives are, if there is a passive, it's unlocked by default. There are no skill points you need to put into the character. You just need to be wearing the right thing and drag and drop them. So the medium armor, you need to have at least 3 pieces of medium to unlock it. The light armor, ditto, you need at least 3 pieces to unlock the line. So the guild skills, so the Fighters Guild dailies, Mages Guild dailies, Undaunted Bullrugs, the Undaunted dailies need to be completed with the companion in order to unlock that skill. Now, I think this might be bugged. I have actually done one of the Mages Guild dailies with Miri, and it hasn't actually unlocked, but the idea is you do these dailies. Additionally, you will level the guild skills by continuing to do the dailies. So you do actually want to perhaps equip Miri with somebody who actually needs to level those in order that you can both level at the same time. So, and the racials are just a passive. So, but for example, the passive so for example, Mary's passive is damage done and healing done increased by 3%, where Bastion's passives are healing received and healing and damage done. So let's bring out Bastion and have a chat. So waving at him so that you can see the difference between the two companions. Oh, there he is there. So let's talk about Bastion. Now, Bastion has not been adventuring with me at all. So you can see he has a combat level of 1. His equipment is just the default equipment that he came with, all of which is medium. And he comes with default with an Inferno staff rather than anything else. So if we go and have a look at his skills, yeah, so you can see he increased max health by 3% and damage done by 3%. So Bastion is nominally the character you might choose to become more of a tank, and Miri is more of the companion you might choose to become more of a healer. So do keep that in mind. 3% is not significant, and they're also not doing a great deal of tanking, healing, or DPS, so it's probably fine if you just use whatever you want. I take it back. I thought he was a Nord, but this is an Imperial skill, so he's actually an Imperial. So he might be fun to do this quest line with, actually, through to be your companion as you go through the actual Blackwood chapter. So you can see none of these are unlocked for him, apart from just the Destro staff. Everything else is locked because I haven't been adventuring with him at all. So the most I can do here is just give him like one skill. If I try to give him multiples, it'll actually probably just like, there we go, slot is not unlocked at the moment. It's presumably on live this will actually be grayed out, that you'll actually be told that you can't put one in. So but for right now, he can only have 2 skills. So let's talk about gear. So this is Bastion's default appearance, which is quite good actually. I really like his armor. But yeah, I can go in here and select any of these other outfits for him to wear. Like for example, the Austere Warden, which is a nice choice. You can also go in here and select a mount for him. So he has a default mount, which is good because he needs to be around to ride places. But for example, I could give him an Imperial horse, and then when we mount up, he will also mount up and then be mounted on an Imperial horse, or you know, whichever other mount that you choose to give him. Now I want to take you through and show you also how you can create an outfit. Okay, just to make sure that you're aware of this, and I don't know if this is a bug, but I don't think it was on Miri, but we'll see. So you do actually, before you can dye or customize his outfit, you actually have to actively give him an outfit. So you need to select from no outfit into companion outfit before you can actually do anything with it. So now when we come in, we're actually able to select things. Okay, so possibly, right, okay, you can select it up here as well. So you just need to select the companion outfit before you can actually customize it. That's actually fine. That's quite nice. What should we give him? Let's give him the new Ivory Brigade style, shall we? That's actually quite attractive. Let's give him the medium style. He'll match in very nicely with the rest of the people here. We should be able to give him a weapon style. Don't like the staff, but that's in another video. So there we go, Bastion in the Ivory Brigade. Now it seems like blue is his preferred choice of color. So let's go with, I don't know, Covenant Conqueror Blue. On that one, the last one. And we'll just clear the other ones, just so we can have a nice look. Oh yes, that's very Bastion. I think that looks great. So we'll apply those changes. I'm using all my gold to apply companion outfits, and that's how he looks. He looks fantastic. Now, if you want to dye his costume, if you have ESO Plus, you can do that as well. We'll go with his lovely Covenant Conqueror Blue as well. That looks quite good. That's better. Yep, okay, we'll just leave it on the one. Lovely. Okay, so we'll apply changes. Now, one thing would be is now that the costume is dyed, the costume only has one dye. So, for example, if I come in here and choose that same costume, which was the Austere Warden, you'll see I actually match Bastion at that stage. We'll both be wearing the same costume in the same dye. So if you want to be matchy-matchy, it's totally the way to go. But yeah, if you want to be customized and to look different, you'll need to use an outfit instead of a costume. So just, or wear different costumes is a different option. A few other things to do with companions. When they're in a group, with you and some other person, you'll see up in the group menu up. Oh, actually, no, you can't. It's hidden right behind my face. You'll actually see the player and the companion will be kind of tabbed in underneath as a member of the group. You can take companions into dungeons. You can take them into trials, but you cannot take them into solo arenas, or you cannot take them into PvP. So they're the two places where they don't work at all. If you are in a dungeon and another player joins, your companion will be, one of the companions will be dismissed and a player will join in that position instead. So if you want to control which one, make sure you dismiss your additional companions before you invite extra players to make sure that you get the right combination of what you need. They're not overly effective. Do keep that in mind. They should not be expected to replace a fully geared high-level player in any way, shape, or form. They are more likely to be carrying the companion than vice versa. However, in a normal dungeon, if you just need some extra heals, if you need a little bit more damage, 100% they're useful. In active combat situations, what I have found is the companions are, like for example, solo in a public dungeon, the companion is dead quite a lot of the time. Once a mob targets your companion, especially a boss, maybe they're not going to survive. So if you really do not want your companion to die on you, I would recommend that you get and slot a taunt, so that you can keep the boss's focus on you rather than the companion. So certainly with the white gear, in a public dungeon, there is no way your companion is surviving, definitely at low level. And the other thing I would suggest is, if you want to level your companion quickly, they need to be alive and contributing to the fight. So you would be better to make them a healer or a ranged DPS to start with anyway, and yeah, have a taunt so that you can take the focus of the damage of the bosses. Make sure that the companions are attacking what you're attacking. So you can target your companion by, I don't think, we might have to go out and find some monsters so I can show you about heavy attacking, but let's do that. This is possibly overly ambitious, but let's try with these world bosses. Okay, so we have Bastion's equipped right now. Oh, Bastion has joined us, not equipped. And we did give him some skills, so let's see how we go. Now, if you are a Petsork, you can use your Petsork skills to actually target heavy attack. To actually target a mob to kill them. If you're not a Petsork, and this Petsork doesn't actually have that skill equipped right now, a heavy attack will force your companion to attack one particular mob. So you can see Bastion's attacking this one right now. So instead, I'm going to attack the other one, and you'll see that he'll actually change target. Now, the other thing you can do is actually hold down Y and left click to force it as well. So you can see I'm not actually attacking at all. I'm just holding down Y on the keyboard and just clicking on the mob, and it should force Bastion to actually attack either one of them. He's dead now though, so we'll have to actually get him up before I can demonstrate anymore. Or I can die as well, and we can both get up. Now, if you are on so Y and left click attacks or a heavy attack, and if you need for your pets or companions to stop attacking, it's holding down Y and then right clicking on the ground. We'll put them into passive mode and stop their attacking. So if I hold down Y and left click over there, he'll go off. Y and right click, he'll come back. Now, if you are on a controller, the way you do this is you hold down both key both joysticks so they're clicked in, and then you're using the left and right bumpers. So left bumper, both joysticks, left bumper to attack, both joysticks down, right bumper to put them into passive. Everybody I've talked to didn't know how to do this, and it popped up in one of the talks given by Rich Lambert, and I was like, oh my god, now at least I know and can pass on that information to everybody. So I think that probably covers it in most of this. Do check out the press preview video for Companions, where I go into a lot more detail about all of the, pretty much I cover all of this stuff as well in a lot more detail, but just without, you know, actually seeing the companions or the interfaces. So I didn't need to do another video so you can actually go through and see what these all look like. But if you have any questions about these lovely, lovely people, do feel free to ask me. We haven't actually talked about rapport, so let's do that real fast beforehand. So when we talk to Bastion, we actually get the companion menu. So rapport, how much they like you. It slides up and down depending on what you do in the world. Bastion really doesn't like it when you steal. He doesn't mind it if you stab people in the back though. Miri, on the other hand, doesn't mind when you steal, but really is unhappy if you use the Blade of Woe. So just do keep that in mind if you are running around doing nefarious deeds. They of course both like it when you go adventuring and questing with them, specifically when you do their companion quests. So after you've done their quests, and then after you leveled up for a while, so their combat level reaches a certain point, then they'll say, oh hi, I need some help doing this next thing with my family or my friends or whatever. Can you help? So that is the way to do that. If you annoy them enough, they will actually just go away. They can always be resummoned, but at a certain point, if you get their rapport down to 0, they will literally just go, I'm not interested in being with you. Tough, goodbye. And you'll need to do some other things in order to make them like you again. So at this stage, there are no romance options. There's no romance at this stage. There is some indication that at some point this may be an option, but for right now, the devs are very focused on just making sure the whole system works smoothly. But yes, at some point, perhaps romance options will be available. So yeah, let me know if you have any other questions or if I haven't covered anything. It is entirely possible. But yes, ask away. Do check out the other Blackwood videos. There are quite a few now, and they go through some of the new aspects of the game, as well as looking at all the new bits and pieces that are available and some of the changes that are coming with Blackwood as well. Please do give us a follow here on YouTube. I will have lots of other ESO videos, and there are lots of other ones you can go through and watch, and that's very appreciated. And follow me over at twitch.tv/ICYIC, where I stream the Elder Scrolls Online. I have giveaways, I do all sorts of stuff. I'd love to see you there. Thank you very much for watching, and I will talk to you next time.